What's up, kings and queens? It's your girl, 𝙙𝙤𝙧𝙚. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hello. If you're returning, what's good? Welcome or welcome back, y'all. I hope you're having the most amazing day, week, and month wherever you are in the world. As you've read by the title, today is Vlogmas Day 5. Y'all. So freaking excited about this video just because it's like a quick and fun one. Also, I get to engage with you guys a little bit more. But before we get too far into the video, please hit the subscribe button down below. Tap that notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads. Whether I post today, tomorrow, the next day, or in January, posting twice a week. Like, make sure you hit that notification so that you don't miss any of my videos. Alright, y'all. So as you read by the title, today is my top 10 Christmas movies or holiday themed movies. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. Mostly because, like, as I get older, like, my Christmas themed movie preference kind of changes. Like, I get randomly caught up into, like, rom-coms and stuff now because it's just, like, very interesting. And when I was younger, obviously, I would like all the, like, just the comedies and blah, blah, blah. But, like, the older I get, the more I'm like, oh, I like the rom-coms a little bit more. So this particular list is not in any specific order, y'all, but I love all of these different movies for several different reasons, and some of them have like multiple, like the first, second, and third, like it might be a trilogy or whatever. I'm just kind of grouping everything together if they have, you know, multiple movies under that same umbrella. All right, so number one, which actually, let me see, this one might be my favorite. I will say this one might be my favorite out of all of the movies on my list. But number one is going to be This Christmas. I'm going to make sure I put like their little like cover art or whatever on the screen as well. So This Christmas, I love it because, y'all, it's a great like storyline and a story about family and just love. And there is comedy in it. It's also like kind of like a comedy and a drama, like all in one. So I love that for that. And then also, like, it reminds me of just my childhood or like my teenage time. I think I was newly in like high school when this movie came out, or right about to go in high school, something like that. It might have been like my freshman year in high school. So it just kind of brings back memories of like that time in my life. So I really love This Christmas. I also know that this is like my mom's, like, this is her movie, y'all. Like, she would literally, even though it's like her favorite Christmas movie probably, she will literally watch this movie like back to back to back all year round. Moving on to Christmas with the Cranks. This one is so freaking funny. And this is one of those like comedy Christmas movies that came out years ago. I don't even remember what year it came out, but it is so funny. So if you're looking for a good comedy to watch during the holidays, this is probably, this one and the next one I'm going to talk about are probably my top two favorite, like, comedy, Christmas comedy movies. So Christmas with the Cranks is number two. Number three is going to be Four Christmases. Y'all, that movie is hilarious. And the thing about it is, like, I feel like over time, like, they don't make as many, like, Christmas movies the way that they used to. I know movies in general just don't get made the same way, you know, of course, like with the strike and all of the back and forth in Hollywood, there's been a few years where like production has just slowed down. But I feel like back in the early 2000s, they were just like pumping out like hilarious like comedies for Christmas or for the holidays and stuff. That was like a bigger thing. Comment down below if you understand what I'm saying. Like, it was just a bigger thing to have those like comedies for like being pushed out around the holidays. They don't really do that as much as they used to, but Christmas with the Cranks and Four Christmases are probably my top two favorite comedies for Christmas movies. Moving on to number four, it's going to be White Christmas, y'all. This particular movie is not something that I would just recommend the average person, like the regular person, to watch. This is something that I'm a huge fan of, specifically because I'm a dancer, and the choreography in it, the lines in it, it's just so beautiful, y'all. Like, if you're a dancer, you understand what I mean. But like, I don't watch White Christmas for the movie itself or for the storyline. I'll literally watch it for the choreography. So if you're not a dancer, you might not get it. It may not be interesting at all to you, but like, if you are, go check out White Christmas, okay? The next one, number 5, is going to be The Princess Switch, y'all. This is a trilogy, and it's on Netflix. At least it should still be on Netflix. But I think the first one came out in like 2020, either 2019 or 2020, and they basically dropped 2 more after that, like within a year. Like 1 year, the one first came out, the next year the second one came out, and the last one came out, or whatever the case may be. So it's a really cool like rom-com type of situation, and it's a different type of storyline as well. Like, I don't want to give too much of the movie up if you haven't seen it, but if you like rom-coms and you like, like little cheesy type of like Christmas movies and stuff, I would say go watch The Princess Switch. I think the first one's called like The Princess Switch. The second one is called like The Princess Switched Again. And I don't know what the third one is called. But they're all good. And you should go watch them. All right, number 6 is going to be Home Alone. Classic. Reminds me of my childhood. I will say, I think there's technically 4 Home Alones. I've never seen the 4th one. I really like the first 3. I want to say out of the first 3, my favorite is going to be probably the first one. But I do really like the 3rd one. And of course, I love the 2nd one too. So I would say the first Home Alone is probably my favorite. But I've never seen the 4th. So maybe I'll watch that this year. But that's a given. That's a classic that I feel like should just be on the list. Because one, it just brings back so many like nostalgic memories. And then also, it's just really a good movie. All right, number 7 is the Santa Claus. I don't know if it's a trilogy or what. I know there's 3, if I'm not mistaken. There's 3 Santa Claus, but the first one is my favorite. The first one reminds me again of my childhood as well. But if I'm not mistaken, like, it kind of got weird around the 3rd one, and so I kind of like fell off. But I do really like the first one, and the 2nd one's pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie, the 2nd one's pretty good. Number 8. The Best Man Holiday, y'all. I love this movie. It brings like a lot of joy. It brings some tears. It is all of the above. It's like comedy and a drama and romantic movie as well. So it's like a mixture, kind of like how this holiday is. It tugs on your heartstrings, and then it also makes you laugh, and it also makes you like smile. So all of the things. But The Best Man Holiday is definitely in top 5 of this entire list. And I would 100% recommend going to watch that, especially if you like this Christmas. Then I feel like you would probably like The Best Man Holiday as well. Number 9, Holiday. It's a cute little rom-com. It is on Netflix. I know it was on Netflix for like the past few years. I know Netflix has been kind of like switching stuff out over the past few months, so I don't know for sure if it's still there, but it's called Holidates, and it's another rom-com, and it's one of those things that like you stumble across and you're like, oh, I can watch this, like it'll be okay, and then you actually really like it, and it's like, oh, that was actually a cute little movie. Like, I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but definitely go check that one out. And then last but not least, number 10 is going to be The Grinch. Specifically, How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. That is a classic, y'all. Jim Carrey played the heck out of that freaking role. Like, he always plays his roles, but in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the one that came out in like 2000, top tier, he played that role to like perfection. So definitely, I'm sure everybody has seen The Grinch. Honorable mention though, Elf. I did not put Elf on this list, but I love Elf. That movie is hilarious, y'all. But I wanted to try and keep it down to like 10, and I wanted to include some movies that maybe you hadn't heard of, or maybe you haven't seen before, that I actually like watching around the holidays. And so hopefully this list kind of helps to prepare your binge watching for the holiday season. Drop me some comments, or drop me a comment down below of some of your favorite holiday movies or Christmas themed movies, or even what you thought about my list. Peace and positivity, kings and queens. I'm